Hey, everybody, welcome to the inaugural midday market on Wednesdays for the month of March. Glad to have you here. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation and where you're tuning in from. And you'll notice that you did not get an alert for today's session. So this is a good test. Huh? They should have got a YouTube one. All right, Joey's sitting right side of me as well. He's my producer. If you got a YouTube one, you're here. But interesting. I wanted to see how much you guys are in tune to what we do here on the YouTube channel, and hopefully we got some people here. So Steve is here saying VV Nation. There we go. I'm not expecting to for the room to be as highly attended as it normally is because of the lack of the link. But we're going to still have a great session nonetheless. Drew is here. Welcome, Drew. And for all of the people that are here, you people who are here are meant to be here. And we're going to go from here. So remember, this is for the month of March because interest rates are going up. So we're going to be in tune twice a week. Midday market on Mondays and midday market on Wednesdays for the month of March. Excuse me. And if the numbers are good for you guys showing up on Wednesdays, we may keep it. If not, then we may try something different. Remember, we always want to stay on top of what you guys want to see. So Kobe is here from Israel. Etan is normally here from Israel as well, but I'm loving that. There's Etan. Etan is here from Israel. I got two people. Etan, did you invite somebody else from Israel to come? Because if that's the case, thank you for doing that. I love that we have reach around the world. Congratulations for your maiden voyage. Thank you for that, Badger. Of Wednesday midday market. Sing out, please. What am I going to sing? What can I sing? Joey writes the songs that make the whole world sing. Joey writes the songs of love and special things. All right. You know that I'm always going to have fun as well as get you into what's moving in the market. That's what midday market is all about. You can come every day, Glenn. Thank you, Nard. Nard, I appreciate that. So I'm glad that you guys are here, and we're going to get into some good stuff today, especially knowing what's going on in the market. How many of you, real quick, how many of you were able to see the video that I put out yesterday on cybersecurity stocks? Type a 1. If you haven't already, type a 2. All right, if you've watched the video on cybersecurity stocks that I did yesterday, type a 1. If you have not, type a 2. It was for the lack of trying to pat myself on the back, I think it was a timely video in tune with what is going on in the market. Lou saw it, said that he saw it. Kenneth said, can you show how you have your graph set up with all? Yep, I got you, Kenneth. I can do that. Craig saw it. Kenneth did not see it. So, Kenneth, if you did not see it, Yanni, Tikanis. I'm just, yeah, there you go. Tikanis. Kalasi. Kala. So I know how to say a couple of words in Greek, but I know how to say a lot of bad words in Greek, which I'm not going to do here. So real quick, for all of the people who did not see yesterday's video, this is what it looked like. It was 4 cybersecurity stocks to buy now. 4 cybersecurity stocks to buy now. Joey put the link in there. You guys need to click that link and watch it, please, because I am doing a little bit of a test. I want to make sure that the content that we put out is what you're looking for. So what I'm looking for on this video, I'm looking for 2 things. I'm looking for at least 500 likes, and I'm looking for at least 5,000 views. If you guys hit those marks that I have for the video, I will do a part 2 to this video on Friday. If I don't hit those numbers, I will come up with another video to show on Friday. So it's up to you. It is totally up to you. If you want to see a part 2, I'm looking for 500 likes and I'm looking for 5,000 views. So in order to get to the 5,000, if you need to share this video to get other people to watch it, I'm asking you to do so. but I think part 2 goes a little deeper into 4 more stocks, and then I'll also introduce you to at least 3 cybersecurity ETFs to take a look at as well. So I'm putting that out there. That's why I want you to go to it. Joey put the link. This is what the video sort of kind of looks like. Joey's going to put that up there as well. Yeah, I wanted to see the video. That's me. It's a snap. I don't know why he got a snapshot of me looking like that. It's Joey's. There we go. But it is protecting your portfolio against cyber war. 4 cybersecurity stocks to buy now. We've got some good comments in here. Look at that. A fantastic presentation. I could feel your energy. I agree this sector makes sense. And the Fed is taking the probability of cyber attack on our banking system seriously. We talk about a couple of people talked about a couple of ETFs in there. But remember, folks, what I'm looking for 500 likes. And then I'm also looking for 5,000 views. This doesn't show the views, Joey? Oh, there it is. And there it is, 644. I'm looking for 5,000 views, and I'm looking for 500 likes. Great stocks, but price to value too high. You know why, Jam? You do understand that most stocks in the market are overvalued. A lot of these stocks are more expensive. It was tough to find the cheaper stocks in that space. But if you are a subscriber to the VectorVest software, remind me, I got the Jockey Club tomorrow and Friday. Remind me how I can show you how to find a list already in the system. Not already in the system, but an easy way to find 50, make a watch list of the 50 software security stocks, 50 of them. All right, but that's only going to be for the people who are subscribers to the VectorVest software. Oh, and talking about subscribers to the VectorVest software real quick, you know that we are not sponsored by anyone. And one of the things that we want to get across to you guys, as far as what we do here on our YouTube channel, we give you just the tip of the iceberg on what the VectorVest software can do. I need to reiterate over and over that you can have access to the VectorVest system for 99 cents for 30 days. 99 cents for 30 days. And that's the purpose behind our YouTube channel, is to give the social media presence. But the VectorVest system has so much more to offer than what we show here, whether it's on Midday Market, whether it's on the mobile app on YouTube, or Trending Thursday on YouTube. We've got so much more to offer than what you just see here. All right, can I take that off, Joey, or what do I do? All right, and there we go. All right, so today we do have 500 likes. You are crazy as really. You don't think I can hit the 500 likes? Joey, you think I can hit 500 likes? Joey thinks I can. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Again, it's all about trying to find out if this is the kind of stuff that you want to see. If it is, again, I don't want to bring out any information or spend the time in content that you guys don't want to see. All right, so that was the purpose behind it. All right, so let's get into what's going on in the market. And a lot of it, don't forget, also today at 2 p.m., we do have the hot stock panel, hot stocks for investing in, for interest rates increases, something along those lines. All right, so that's going to happen as well. You are sponsored by the subscribers of VectorVest, and I'm proud to be one of them. Thank you for that, Badger. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And real quick, let me go to here. There it is. There's the hot stock panel for hot stocks for rising interest rates. That's going to be at 2 o'clock today. Me, Steve Chappell, and Jim Penner will be doing that. All right. Let's go into my stories. And the big thing besides Ukraine is why we're doing the second midday market for the month of March is about interest rates. So Powell backs 25 basis point March rate hike, says the Fed is ready to be more aggressive. I am of the mindset that with what's going on and that inflation is really running as rampant as it is, I'm of the mindset that they might come out of the gate, and this is just me talking. All right, this is just me talking. No, not the 500 likes for today, Lou. The 500 likes for the video last night, the cybersecurity video. That's what I'm looking for, the 500 likes there. The 500 likes there, not here, not the 500 likes here. The 500 likes on the video that I talked about. All right, and I'm of the mindset that the Fed could raise interest rates by 1 point. Now, you might think that I'm crazy, and that's fine, but I think that they may have to be aggressive out the gate. I like the statement here. It says the Fed is ready to be more aggressive, which leads me to think that they could be really aggressive in raising interest rates. Now, I want you guys to also pay attention to something else. Even if we raise interest rates 4, 5, 6, 7 times this year, do you realize that we will still be at historically low interest rates? I don't want people to lose sight of that. So I know that the market is talking about, oh my gosh, the interest rates are going to rise and it's going to tank the market. We will still be at low interest rates. Kenneth says, I'm going to stuff the ballot box. I don't want you to do that. I'm trying to tell you, if you guys really want a part 2 to that video, that's what I'm looking for. All right. What else? U.S. job growth more than forecast in February, ADP data shows. So it looks like more and more people are going back to work. And I'm thinking that they can't sit to the sidelines forever. They're going to have to get back to work eventually, right? So we'll see what goes on with that. And this is also big. Oil soars past $110 a barrel. That's a product of inflation, right? And I still think that that is one of the hottest industries to be in. We're going to talk about some of those stocks in the hot stock panel today. I still think, and a lot of people are thinking that it is at a top. Carmine says, no way, maybe a 0.5 point. You think from an aggressive standpoint that could be it, Carmen? I'm with that. My opinion is just my opinion. I think that they could come out of the gate hot and heavy. We will see. That's just my opinion, folks. That's just my opinion. All right, $110 a barrel on growing Russian supply disruptions. Now, I'm going to address something, and I want to use this word lightly. I'm going to address something from the political realm real quick. You know, I don't normally do this. But a lot of people I'm seeing on my social media, a lot of people saying we need to be oil independent, and we were working on that prior to the administration that came in. Okay, what did we do? We stopped the Keystone or drilling, and that stopped the amount of oil we were producing. But I want people to understand from another perspective, okay? How about we can become energy dependent with the path that we're going towards electric vehicles? If we put more and more electric vehicles on the road, we won't be dependent on oil. All right, that's just something to think about. And I'm sure that we can have a longer, deeper conversation over a couple of beers, which, you know something, we need to do that. I need to go on a beer run all over the United States. How many of you would come out and join me and talk about stuff, talk about the market over a couple of beers at a pub in your local area? Type of 1 in the room. I'm just curious. I'm just curious because, you know, how about me and Joey come out and we just travel the United States and we get to sit down and you get to pick my brain and I get to listen to you guys about what's going on in the stock market? How many of you would do that? That would be kind of interesting. All right. Currently 192 likes and 650 views on the cybersecurity to buy now. Good start. I'm going to sit in the back row to make room for Jay. Where's Jay today? I think a lot of people, Tater, don't drink. Tater, I got you. So you don't have to drink a beer. We can drink soft drinks. We can drink soft drinks. All right. We need a lot of energy for a big move to EV. And Brad, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. It may take longer to get energy independent by way of the EV space because it's going to take a lot longer. We could have maybe gotten there a lot quicker with the drilling. I'm with you on that. One path seems slower than the other path, but I think both paths lead to the same end result. All right, we can go up to Portsmouth, New Hampshire too. I will and bring the crawfish. I like me some crawfish. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. If you're in Louisiana or something like that, we come to you. Heck yeah. Glenn, beer and lobster in Boston. We can get fried clams and oysters too. Oh, man. Great beer in Israel. You know something? Man, oh, man. High five. They want to see your hand. Put a high five in there. Where's your hand? There's your hand. Me and Joey could come to Israel and we could do that. All right. So I'm just thinking about, the energy independent is the big statement that goes along with the rising oil prices. I still think that because of what's going on in the market, that oil is still a good place to be. How are they going to charge all the cars with solar? Carmine, did you see my video on the money going out to the states? On the money going out to the states to set up a charging network for electric cars? That's another video I've done really recently, Carmine. I'd like to see more hydrogen fuel development. I did put out a story. I put it on my social media that Toyota and somebody were working on an 8-cylinder hydrogen motor. If you want to follow me on social media, you can always look for me on Twitter at Glenn Tompkins Jr. or on Instagram at Glenn Tompkins Jr. I put out and tweet out a lot of stuff about what's going on in the market. I don't drink soft drinks over 10 years. I get better reviews at 6 months dental cleaning. All right, Tater, drink some water then. All right, so you can come out and drink water. All right, get up to Las Vegas and I'll make the drive to meet. I hear you, Roger. Price of oil will hit I don't know if oil's going to hit $150 a barrel. I don't know. We'll see. All right, and my last story is on, I'll come back up to that. I'll come back up to my last story. Let's get into the program. Let's go look at watch list viewer. Where's HSP? No. Yep. Let's get to my watch list for midday market. Let's go see what the indices are doing. All right. It looks like the IWM is up. The VIX is down. So that bodes well for a good up day. But the VIX is still at a value of $30. There's still a lot of volatility in the market. A lot of that is attributed to what's going on between Russia and Ukraine. All right, so we do know that. So there's still a volatility, but today looks like it's going to be a nice up day in the market. Let's go check that out. Let's go look at the VVC, DJI, SPY, QQQ. Here's our 4 main indices. What we're going to put on the quad thingy. All right, we're going to put on the quad thingy. Let's go take a look. On midday market, it's all about what's going on today. All right. If you want to know a broader view of what's going on in the market, again, I invite you to take that 99-cent trial to the VectorVest software where we talk in deeper detail on a nightly basis on our daily color guard report every night. We give guidance as to what's going on in the market and how you should address the market's conditions. But on midday market, we look at what's just going on today. I'm looking at the 3 and the 8s, and I took the prices off. I want to get a more detailed view of just from a technical standpoint, looking at the 3 and the 8 exponential moving averages. So someone asked me the question about how I have my graph set up. So I'm going to bring up Apple, and on my graphs, I have just generic stuff. I have the price of the stock. I'm looking at intraday 5-minute bars. Normally after 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm only looking at 5-minute bars, but in the Jockey Club from 9:30 until 10 o'clock, we look at intraday 1-minute bars to catch all of the volatility in the market. But my graphs have support and resistance. All right, that's what I have. My support resistance is a little different. Let's go to change the settings. My support resistance, because I'm a shorter term investor or trader, I look at 100 bars instead of 300 bars. All right, so I'm looking at about a 3-month view on support resistance instead of a 1-year view of support and resistance. I do have relative timing because I like to see if a stock throughout the day is moving from below 1 to above 1 on relative timing. I've got to have volume to make sure that the stocks are moving up with volume. I have average volume. My average volume is a 20-period moving average of volume, and I always like to have earnings per share and earnings growth. So that is the setup. That is the setup that I have on my graphs. Steve says solar power only works when the sun is shining and there are no clouds. Wind power only works when there's wind, but not too much wind and they kill birds. So I'm going to say that with both of those, when there's an abundance of sun and the cells are charged up, they will hold extra energy or extra charges until the sun comes back out again for at least a little while. So it does store the energy. And the same thing with the winds. And the winds killing the birds. I don't have enough information in regards to that to counteract what you just said, all right, because I'm not sure. All right, you bought some coal this morning, ARLP. That's a good play. That's a good play. And that may be one of the stocks in our hot stock panel today. All right, so that was just to show you the setup of the graphs that I look at. All right, and we're going to go back to the 4. There's the VVC moving up. Nice up day this morning. The Dow Jones, the Qs, despite all of the major indices running up this morning. And we saw that back on the viewers tab that volatility was down. That bodes well for an update. People are less fearful in the market today, but because the price of the VIX is still at the value over 20, there still is a lot of volatility in the market. My other indice that I like to look at is the low dollar risk on stocks, the Russell 2000, which is the IWM, and we can see that it's up nicely today at 2%. Solar power works great here, and we love the shade. There you go, Roger. So, I mean, I like the clean energy, and for me, the electric vehicles is one way to go. Solar is another way to go. Wind is another way to go, and I'm sure that there's good points and bad points to all of the clean energy solutions. And I think that as a country, we just work through them the best way that we can to make them the best useful sources of natural energy that we can. All right, so let's go to my next one, big news. So now I'm gonna go, here's my stocks that made the news today. All right, there's a few of them. Let's go back to my stories because here they are. I like that investing.com, I can see a bunch of stories together. Nordstrom, this was a week that a lot of retail reported, right? Stocks soared 31% after the department store chain forecast a full year revenue and profit above estimates on Tuesday, signaling strong demand for its upscale apparel and footwear. And that is something that I think that we're going to talk about in the hot stock panel today. I still think that retail, people are still going to, even if inflation is going up and interest rates are going to rise, we're going to talk about what stocks are not totally immune, but that should be able to support themselves when interest rates go up. SoFi rose 15%. Personal finance grew its revenue by 54%. Ford rose 3.8%. After it announced it would run its electrical vehicle and internal combustion engine units would be run as separate entities. So I like that. I did a post on Twitter, I think it was last week, that Ford was looking to split off their EV division and combustible. And I posted and said, was EV hurting them or helping them? Was EV enough to run on its own? And evidently it is. I think that the EV space is strong enough that Ford enough sees it that they are going to separate. I think the EV space could definitely help Ford on the bottom line. Dollar Tree fell 3% after the discount store chain missed expectations for quarterly sales, hurt by product shortages due to global supply chains. Now, that's the other side of the retail space. I still think that retail is a good spot to be in because people are going to have to buy stuff. But the other side of the space is being able to keep the product on the shelves for people to buy, right? Abercrombie & Finch, another retail, fell 10% after the closed retail and missed quarterly sales. Now, this is a retail that missed earnings, curbed some places, taking shine off the holiday season business. So maybe the holiday season business wasn't enough. Ross rose after the store boosted long-term targets for rolling out its off-price apparel and home fashion. Salesforce rose 4% after it's raised its annual sales forecast. Hewlett-Packard rose almost 5% after the IT hardware firm raised its profit outlook due to robust demand and profitability. Demand increases inflation. Demand, people want stuff. If the supply is not there, people are going to charge more for that stuff. Wow, what was that? That was scary. Wow. AMC, meme stock, and Walmart rose 4/10 after the giant rolled out a new high-tech feature that allows shoppers to virtually try on clothes. Joey,
yeah,
how do you virtually try on clothes?
you can you like stand there and they like virtually put them on you. It looks like they're literally on you.
No,
We can do it on you. I'm gonna put some photos on
I put the crickets. When I put the crickets, that means you just sit there. All right. So virtually, Ford could lead the other Elon followers. You know what I'm talking, you know what I'm thinking about in regards to what company I think can go after Tesla? My opinion is Lucid. I think Lucid is the company that can take Tesla on head to head. We'll see. Hold on. I got my little thermos of coffee that I gotta have some coffee. I don't know why today, but I'm excited about today. How many of you excited about the new Wednesday midday market? Type of 1. All right, type of 1. If you can care less, type of 2. How many of you excited about the new midday market on Wednesday? Type of 1. If you can care less, type of 2. ESG? Really? Okay. Why is CRM down after a blowout quarter? Sanjay, a lot of times with CRM in here, well, pretty much 4% after the raise its annual rates. You know what? The only thing that tends to pull a company down after it meets or beats earnings is forward guidance. This doesn't tell me about forward guidance. It raises annual sales forecast based on optimism on evolving hybrid work environment generating demand for its customer relations software. It doesn't say anything about forward guidance, and that could be the reason why CRM is going down. And glad to see a lot of 1s in here. Glad to see a lot of 1s. Nobody typed a 2. I figured Tater might type a 2 just because, I don't know, but nobody typed a 2. Tater didn't even say anything. That's all right. All right, but I'm glad. I'm glad that we are bringing to you the stuff that you want to see. All right. AMC rose, meme stock, about 0.8%. The chain beats estimates for the fourth quarter of revenue, but they beat earnings. They still missed on earnings, but the miss was better than what the street thought. So that was a win for them as well. They still lost money overall. All right. And last thing, Draftkings rose 2% after Morgan Stanley named the sports betting company its top pick in gaming coverage. What did I tell you prior to the Super Bowl? To keep your eyes on these gambling stocks. Tater put it too. There you go. Thank you, Tater. They had a great quarter, which is only one quarter, says Craig. I know that. I know. And we all know, just like one day is not a trend, one quarter is not a trend either. One quarter is not a trend. Lucid gave poor guidance due to supply chain problems and lack of parts and chips. Other than that, Lucid has potential down the road. I agree. Thank you for that, Badger. I appreciate that. And what makes a company more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not advantageous, makes it more appealing to investors is the ability for the company to make money and grow that money. All right, so these were the stocks that hit my radar for news. Let's go take a look at them. All right, from the oil perspective, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. From the oil perspective, I got USO in here. You know me, I always like to keep you in some ETFs. I think that on the hot stock panel, we're going to have a couple of oil stocks for you to take a look at. But notice, look at that. The oil ETF is up 2%. Look at Nordstrom's. 38% move. Let's go back to the stories. Nordstrom, 38% move. Is Nordstrom in here? There it is. 31% after the department store chain forecast full-year revenue and profit above estimates Tuesday. And right now, as we look at it, the stock is trading up 38% today. Hewlett-Packard, up 10. You said CRM was down. I got CRM is up today, about 0.75%. Hey, Mark, glad to see you here, my friend. All right, so you said that CRM was down. I'm looking at this as of 12/29 today, that it is not down. It is up, not a lot, but it is up. All right, it is up. Ford, in divvying up its business between the EV space and the combustible space, people like that news, up almost 7%. Abercrombie didn't do so well as far as earnings, and it shows. SoFi is up today. AMC, even though, remember, it lost money. It missed earnings, but the earnings miss was still better than what the street said. And I think that, I am still an AMC GME fan, but right now I'm all about timing when to get into them because there's so much going on about how much is owned. Adam Aaron did say that 90% of the float was owned by investors. That's a lot. 90% of the float was owned by investors. That was the stories all over Twitter yesterday. And Draftkings, even though they did well, earnings, the price movement is going down. Mark says, sorry I'm late. I got lost on the way. How do you get virtually lost, Joey? Mark, how do you get virtually lost? Sigh. Thank you for being here, though. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right. Joey put the link, and I'm going to bring that up real quick. Joey put the link. Again, we are not sponsored by anyone, except for Badger says we're sponsored by the viewers here, and we appreciate that. But the whole goal of why we have this social media presence is we want to push people to our product. And you know something? Off the bat, we don't ask you guys for hundreds and thousands of dollars to sample the VectorVest system. 99 cents get you access to everything that I show here for 30 days. Joey put the link in there. Folks, I'm going to invite you to take advantage of that. Show my people on top, that are higher up than me, that the work that we do here on YouTube translates over to at least enough interest to try the system. And everything that I do here on Midday Market or on Trending Thursday is just the tip of the iceberg. I've got people in here who are subscribers to the software. My subscribers to the software, let them know that there's so much more that you can gain out of the VectorVest software than what I just show here on the live streams. All right, so I'm just curious. I want VV Nation to step up real quick to all of the people who are not subscribers to the VectorVest software. You can't invest dollars in loser stocks. Don't get caught with companies losing money. Well, I mean, that makes sense, right? That's why we look at things like earnings per share and we look at earnings growth. So when I look at something like AMC is losing money, but it's a meme stock, and a lot of people are out there still stating that the stock is overshorted and that it's going to run and it's not making money. Draftkings, I still think that this is a good spot to be at. But right now, just like Kenneth says, companies that are not making money are tough companies to get into. Absolutely. And I'm with you on that, Kenneth. I'm with you, which is why we give you that information. All right, so I'm going to sort these by percentage price change. Let's go look at the stocks that are moving up the most from the news articles. I'm going to take out Nordstrom because it's just rocking. Let's look at the next four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the stocks that made the news today, whether they missed earnings or not and all that kind of stuff. And you notice, let's go back to what Kenneth said. As I look at SoFi, up 4% today. Look at that, negative earnings and negative earnings growth. So you know what that tells me? Even though the news is moving the stock, you be careful with that, right, Kenneth? You be careful with this stock. All right, but the news is moving it. Let's go take a look at it. Let's view the stock graph, and let's go look at the quad thingy since I've got 4 of these stocks up here. All right, let's go look at all 4. This is just today looking at intraday 5-minute bars on all 4 of these stocks. These are the stocks that made the news. All right, and I want to look at it. Hewlett-Packard still looks good. Look at that, gapped up from this morning. Overall, still hitting a new high. Not overly expensive of $17. Look at that RT. Stock is moving. Ross Stores gapped up at the open, having a hard time taking out the high from the 20th minute. Remember, these are 5-minute bars. From the 20th minute, hasn't been able to take that out. SoFi gapped up but fell. Gapped up, fell, found a level of support. And still moving down. Ford, on the other hand, I need to see if it can take out the high from the 15th minute this morning, 5:10, 15th. It's running up. I'd like to see it take out the day high. But Hewlett-Packard looks the best stock out of the 4 that are moving up the most. All right, great software to keep your eye on the right side. Thank you, JM. CYH Michael had a few weeks ago, made $1.15. That's a good looking stock. I'm going to see if I can try that today. Craig says, I'm a subscriber and learn every day. Martin says, absolutely. Mark says, seriously, folks, this stuff works. Again, 99 cents. 99 cents gets you access to the software for 30 days. And again, what I show here is just the tip of the iceberg. All right, with that being said, Tater, at Miss McClintock says, at Tater, Glenn will tell you God makes no mistakes. Absolutely, Miss McClintock. Absolutely. Woo! Makes me get goosebumps. All right, let's close that out. Let's go to my next one, which is earnings for this week. Now, on Mondays in Midday Market, I give you the earnings for the week. I think on Wednesdays, I'm just going to give you the stocks that reported for today. So Mondays, I'm still going to put out the bigger list of earnings for the week, but I think on Wednesdays, I'm just going to put out some of the bigger stocks for earnings for today. I'm new, but VectorVest is the best I've researched. To all of those just watching, take the trial, but you will get hooked. Way to go, Kenneth. I like that. And folks who are not subscribers to the software, you notice why I ask the subscribers to talk to you, not me. Not me. All I can do is tell you to take the 99-cent trial, but listen to the people who are subscribers to the channel. You know why? Because I think that's a better look. I think that's a better look. All right, so earnings this week. These are stocks that are that probably reported today. Global, I think, beat earnings today. Dollar Tree, I think I don't remember. I don't know if they beat or lost, but we just looked at that, didn't we? Did I see about Dollar Tree? Dollar Tree. Yeah, fell, missed expectations for quarterly sales, but hurt by product shortages due to, all right, so that's showing up in the price today. Let's go take a look out of the stocks that are reporting today. Let's go take out the top four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the four, Kenneth, guess what, Kenneth? All of these stocks have positive earnings. That's a good start, right? That's a good start. They all have positive earnings. Couple, one sell, one buy, two holds. But I do like that they all have positive earnings and they're all growing their earnings. All right, let's go take a look at the stocks. Right click, view the stock graph. Let's go peep this out for today. Look at the quad thingy. I like looking at the quad thingy. You like looking at the quad thingy, Joey? So GSL beat earnings. It reflected at the open. Look at the nice gap up, fell hard, but look at that resurgence coming in. Would I think about buying this stock? Yeah. If the stock can go 12 cents higher than the high is 26.94. I'd be looking at 27.04, 27.06. That would be a buy order for me about 27.06. But I'm loving the 3-8 cross after it found a little, that's not a hammer. It's not even a reversal. It just started moving up. I'm loving that. Look at the rising RT. Look at the volume. I like GSL. They did beat earnings. It pulled back, but I like the rise. I'd put in an order about what did I say? 2704? 2794, 2706, 2706. All right. Michael says, this well-known company made $1.03, which pays a 30-cent dividend to me. ENR, which sells batteries. That's something that I would keep on. You know what I always like? I like on our videos, you give me some stocks that you're looking at. If I can make a story behind those stocks, I'll put out a video representing several of you guys' stocks. And you know something? That would be a cool video of people, the stocks that you guys put out. I can put a story together. So in the comments on some of the videos that I put out, give me the stocks like ENR. Give me the stocks that you're looking at. If I can make a story with a group of your stocks, I think you'll watch that video, wouldn't you? Why? Because it's your stocks that I'd be looking at. All right, who would be down for that? Type of one in the room. Who would be down that I could put a story together on your stocks? As long as I can make a story behind it, I'm going to name the video something along the lines of, your stocks, what do I think? Something along those lines. How many of you would actually go to our comments? Look at that, folks. Look at that. Stock is moving. How many of you would be down for that? Type of one in the room. All right. Lou says Ford reported poor earnings, so the only reason it's moving up is the federal rescue money to build cars, and the same as Jimmy. You know something? I'm not sure that that's altogether the truth, Lou. I think that their EV business is what's carrying them right now. I think that that's what's happening. I guess since I will live with Glenn forever, I need to quit picking on him. Tater, it's all right. I love when you guys push back. I'm not afraid of that. You know, I want real input from you guys. I don't want you to be saying stuff just because you think I'm good or any of that stuff. Oh, heck no. I love it when you guys push back. Now, when you push back disrespectfully, I'm going to step up and say something. But I will take anything that you guys have to say. So, in regards to comments on the videos that I do, if there's a stock that you want me to look at, I'm going to start keeping a list of those stocks. And if I can make a video, because I got the news on it, if I can make a video of those stocks, I will. So don't forget to put some of those stocks out there for me to look at. All right, take a look. John says, take a look at the top 10 low RT stocks in the SPX. That's one way to go. That's sort of like bottom fishing. I got something for you today in regards to that, John. I got a little surprise for you today. I do like Dollar Tree. Look at the drop off big time from the miss, but look at that. I think that people in general feel that Dollar Tree still makes money. They still grow their earnings. And I think smart money might have picked it up. I think smart money might have saw this as a buying opportunity and picked it up, moving it up higher. Something to keep in mind. Here on Turtle Beach, looks like this morning just opened up a little wide ride, but I like global shipping as long as it goes higher than the high, and I like Dollar Tree moving up right now. AEO could be setting up. This is another retail stock, right? Watch those retail stocks. All right. What else is on my list? The fastest sectors. I do that. John says, I've been with VectorVest for a long time and started shorting stocks on the .com era. We could be there. You really do need. I don't know if we're at the .com era yet. I don't know if we're at that point. You guys do know that we have a store, that we have a VectorVest store. We don't talk a lot about it, but if you guys ever want something like a VectorVest mug, like you see right here, you can always go to our store. Why don't we talk about our store anymore? Okay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry. Joey says he's not sure that it's done. Don't worry about buying a cup. You should give away a cup today? Yeah, today's the first one? Are we going to give away in a hot stock? Yeah. All right, so you guys got to come to the hot stock panel. I'm going to give away a mug. Joey says I give away a mug. Michael says CYH has 83 hospitals in 16 states. I'm writing down a couple of these stocks. The ENR, and CYH. Those are the only two that I'm writing down. But I'm saying that in the comments of the videos that I put out, I'm not. Why are you typing mug? I'm not giving it away here. We're gonna give it away at the hot stock panel. I want you guys to make a concerted effort, to put your stocks in the video comments. Let me make a list. If I can make a video of them, how cool would it be? How cool would it be that not only will I do the video on your stocks, I will mention who mentioned the stock. I'll mention who mentioned the stock. As a matter of fact, EPAM, that's John. EPAM, John Boston. CYH, hold on. CYH, who was that? Michael Anthony. And ENR, who is ENR? Let me go back real quick. ENR, that was also Michael. And Michael, I'm only going to take one of them. I want to give other people an opportunity. You cool with that, Michael? I want to take, Kobe says EPAM as well, but I'll put Kobe. I'll put them both. All right. So with that, let's go the fastest sectors. Let's go find out what's moving. Let's go to Unisearch. Let's go to a 10-day RT Delta on sectors. Let's run it. What sectors are moving the most today? Over the last, look at that. Energy, mining, petroleum. That's it. That's what's really kicking butt and taking names, folks. I know Energy. I know that you're a big VMAR fan. I think I did a video that talked about it. But if I can make news out of these, I will put together a video. I want y'all's input. Do you think Dollar General is making a turn? I don't know. Let's go see. I can't see it from here. I'll see. But those are the three biggest moving sectors. What's making money today? Wow, petroleum. Look at that. And look at petroleum is the top sector in the database. Mining is number 7. Energy is number 14. And these are out of 40 sectors. We track 40 sectors. Not only, let me run this again. I want you to see that. Look at these sectors and what they're doing. The top 3, we got 4. Pollution control is up over 10% over the last 2 weeks by RT as well. But what's moving today? The biggest mover today, look at that, is petroleum. View the stocks in the sector. How many of you still think petroleum is oversold? Type of 1. How many of you think you can still make money in petroleum? Type of 2. All right, so petroleum is the number 1 sector. Let's see what's moving up the most today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glenn, you said you would sign my mug, but never did. Do I need to send John Bray another mug that's signed?
No, just go to his.
Joey says, I got to come to your house and sign it. All right. But John, if I didn't, let me see what I could do to fix that. Just bought Vail SA yesterday. Vail is a good stock in that. What was the question I asked, Joey? Oh, a lot of people think it's overbought. Wow. Interesting. All right. That's what you guys are telling me? That you think it's over, that it's hit a high? All right, I'm going to show you something. In a second. Let's go put this on a quad thingy. All right, I'm going to show you something. Which ones would I look at out of these? Wow, Axis is really back and forth today. TTE I like. INDO I might like, but it's got to take out the high. I want to go back to that sector. Right? Let's show you something. View the sector graph. For everyone who thinks that it's overbought, I'm going to put this on a 6-month graph. Stock just broke through 2 levels of resistance. All right? This is the sector. This is the petroleum sector. 1. 2, look at earnings per share and earnings growth. Growing nicely. Okay. 3, let's go put on a technical. Let's go put on stochastics. It's been overbought. Look at the pullback. Look how strongly it came back. Overbought. Look at the pullback. Look how strongly it came. So the stock or the space or the sector can stay overbought. And there's my level of about 80, right, on stochastics. There's my level about 80. Look at the pullbacks in the space are short-lived. The runs are longer-lived. So for everyone who's thinking that the space is overbought, stochastics tells you that. But what's going on in the world right now? Oil is still running up. It's still presenting an opportunity to buy. I think it's still got some upside. So it was very interesting. As I looked that you guys were telling me that it was overbought. All right. And, I may or may not agree with you. I'm looking at the trend. And let's even just use the bodies. The trend is up there. The trend. Now, when will I say that it's no longer, when it's ready to start to go down? I'm looking at the 3 and the 8. I'm looking at support now, and I'm looking at this trend line that I drew. All right. 2 was for moving higher. Oh, 2 was for moving higher? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, my fault. 2 is you can still make money. All right. Thank you, Joey, for messing it up for me. No, I asked you, and you said it was.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
All right. So everybody. That it was overbought. I wanted to show you that it still had upside. All right. Michael says ENR is the Energizer Bunny, which sells batteries for or around the house and even autos, if anybody wanted to know. No, Michael, I'm going to check that out. Again, if I can get about 5 or 6 stocks in the comments, not here, but on my videos just in general, right now I wrote down, get a 5th one overall. If I can get a 5th one, then I will probably put out a video next week. Depends on how well this cybersecurity video goes. If I can get the 5,000 likes and the 500 likes and the 5,000 views, I will do a part 2 on Tuesday. I was muted for a second. Yeah, I know. Something OBS dropped out for a second.
I told you.
Did you mute me?
I said I was going to mute you, and then I muted you, and then you took the mouse, and I couldn't unmute you. I will mute you again.
I will cut you. Don't be muting me. We will fight after today. Joey keeps muting me. Man,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go back to my viewers. What else I got left? Industry ETFs. I love Joey, but I will fight him today. I always want to know where the money is going. So I've got ETFs that look at across the board. Look at that. The money's going everywhere today. Joey gave Glenn a timeout. I know. How does Joey give me a timeout?
I run this thing.
How do you give me a timeout? Wow. Jay needed to be here to see that Glenn got a timeout. Holy smokes, I got a timeout. Where's the biggest money going? Oil, gas. All right, but the financials are making money today. The 600 is making energy, materials, the industrial. Wow, healthcare. Everything today is a good day. And I'm not even using my AK. And at 3 a.m, I'm gonna get me the fat burger. Today is a good day. You know what's not moving? Interesting. The gold bugs. But I don't think the gold bugs move for us. I think the Huey doesn't move intraday. I gotta find something else. Give me another ETF for gold. A bullish ETF for gold. Nugget. That's the miners, right? I don't know if I want. No, that would be J-Nug. Yeah, that's the miners. Glenn got a timeout, but no peanuts. That's not fair. Give me a, Joshua says ASTC. That could be my 5th stock, Joshua. ASTC. A viewer's choice video. I like that. ASTC, Joshua Andrews. Okay. Joshua Andrews. I'm still looking for more stocks because you got to understand. GLD, I don't know if I think that's a stock. I'm looking for an ETF. Let's go see. I think or is it? GLD. Yeah, it's down. Look at that. Thank you for that. That's a good one. Money's going everywhere. I'm taking out the Huey. I don't want the Huey anymore. Delete that. Everybody's making money except for gold. Interesting. What's good with Astrotech? I don't know. What's good with that? Are you asking me that or? Thank you for that, Joshua, for the GLD. GDX, I'll put that up there too, GDX. This watch list is always looking at all of the spaces across the board, and both of them are down. All right, I'll take them both. Everybody, all of the other industries that I have are making money, with the exception of gold. Hack, don't worry about that. We're going to get into that. If I do part 2 on Friday, we'll talk about hack and we'll talk about bug. TQQQ, I've already got the Qs in here somehow. Where is it? Spiders. How come do I not have the Qs in here? I don't want the triple leverage Qs. I will just put the Qs. Oh, I know why, because we look at them when we look at the major indices, but I'll put the Qs in there from that perspective. All right. So the money today, always like to see where money is going. Oil is going into oil and natural gas. I got nothing on the fly. Now, remember somebody was talking to me about looking at the lowest stocks in the S&P? Well, today, not only am I looking at from a speculative play, I'm looking at the speculative play from a couple of different things. When I look for speculative plays, I look for setups, the 3 and the 8 setups recently. But I also looked at 3 stocks in this list that were on a listing of overshorted stocks. So from a speculative perspective, I see the layouts, the setups for them as well. So let's go look at the ones that are moving up the most. These are my speculative plays for you. Notice that the relative values and relative safeties for the most of them are below 1. These are speculative plays. Not every one of these are making stocks, making money. These are speculative plays, and I'm playing the technicals on them. And I go through and I scour through my resources to find good stocks, or at least set up stocks for you to keep your eyes on, all right? So let's go look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 that I'm looking at are sell recommendations. A lot of these have been beaten up. So even if they've been beaten up, now we could be getting blood in the streets, right, on these stocks. Relative value on this and relative safety both below 1. MTC moved up this morning at 9:30, and this never panned out. All right, so that was a stock to keep my eyes on. NAOV. Now, on the other hand, Camping World, $32 stock, been beaten up. Maybe smart money came in and started taking advantage of it. This is what I mean by 3 and the H just crossing. Look at that 3-8 cross this morning. Was that a good opportunity to get in? Absolutely. And I'm not feeling PRFX at all. All right. From a technical perspective, it ran up, but I'm not feeling that. Lack of volume. SoFi is being shorted after great earnings. Is SoFi in my list? SoFi is here, though. I believe my Wall Street bet stocks. All right. I always bring out their SoFi. SoFi, and you said is being shorted after great earnings. Energy, today it's up. All right, I always look at the top 12 stocks on Wall Street bets before I come on for midday market. All right, and look at that. From a midday market perspective, the majority of them are going up. GME is going down, though. Look at that. Shopify is going down, and Beyond Meats are going down. And these are shorted stocks, all 3 of these. All 3 of these. All right, before I get back to today's big movers, let's go take a look at the top 4 that are moving on Wall Street bets today. View the stock graph. Let's go put on the quad thingy real quick. Let's go see. BP is on the list, but it's making money today. Big move. Look at that. Big move leveling out. Wow, look at Caterpillar. Look at Caterpillar on Wall Street bets. Look at that. It's not a cheap stock, but look at that today. Good googly moogly. Say that, Joey. Good. Oh, you know what I got? You know what I like about this one? This one is, oh, please work. It's not here. It doesn't work here. The stock's up and the stock's down. Oh, it's not on quad thingy. Okay. There we go. So, that's not the one I want. Turn it off. Yeah. I'm liking Caterpillar. Look at that. Joey made this for me too. I like Caterpillar. And then I like steel. Look at X. All right. So these are Wall Street bet stocks that are rocking and rolling today. All right. And last but not least, let's take a look at the big movers. I always want to bring to the table the big movers. And you know something? As a VectorVest subscriber, there's a way for you to find these stocks every day. And guess what? I got something for my jockey clubbers tomorrow. I'm going to show you a twist that I put on this. But if you are a subscriber, we have a search called Searches Price Volume. And the search is daily boomers, percentage price change. So when I click on that, these stocks have to be greater than $2 and have to go up at least 10%. And we can look at this pre-market. Remember that 99-cent thing I've been showing you? You want to be able to see pre-market what stocks are at least $2 and going up at least 10% pre-market. This is a search that we use. And even as the market is open, you still want to find out, no matter what time you look at, you still want to find out what stocks are $2 and moving up at least 10%. You can run this search at any time. Folks, 99 cents. Yeah, I'm going to talk a lot more about this in my videos or in my live streams because I think that it's important that you realize the power that the VectorVest software has. All right, it's important that you can do that. All right, so this is where I grab my stocks. But again, whoever is in the Jockey Club, I made a little change. So Talk to me about that tomorrow. Don't forget to remind me. Don't forget to remind me. I made a little change to add more high probability to the search. All right, let's go back to the viewers. Here's my big movers for today. Let's go one. We're not going to look at Nordstrom. Two. Ooh, let me sort this again. Look at this. Arlo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. XL. EPAM. You wanted me to look at EPAM. It's up 15% today. Here's my big movers. Let's view the stock graph. Let's go to the quad thingy. All right. Look at that. Man, XL. Look at that. Nicely moving up. Auto and truck. Is that a EV? Might be an EV. Might be an EV, but look at that. XL is moving. Arlo was moving, but pulling back now. Orgo was nicely up, pull back. It needs to take out that high. XL just recently kept making higher after higher after higher. It's a low dollar stock. I'd consider getting in if the stock can take out the high. EPAM leveling out right now. I'd like to see it take out the high as well. All right. So those are my big movers for today. And we took a look at which ones I did like that are moving up the most. And special watch list. Nope, I'm not going to show that because that talks a little bit more about my listing of stocks for cybersecurity. So I'm not going to bring that up. I need you guys to like the cybersecurity video and get the views. Again, if you got to share it with people to get to the 5,000 views, whatever you got to do. I really want to do a part 2 on it, but I got to make sure that the interest is there. All right. Be careful on EPAM, Ukraine company. See, Lee, that's why. Listen, on that stock, I was strictly right now just looking at the technicals on it. All right. And look at that. We got 1.1 thousand views on it. Look at that. You guys rock. All right. I still don't have, how many likes do I have? I only got 200 likes on it. Joey's going to put the link back in the chat. Folks, 5,000 views, 500 likes. If I can make that happen, Friday I will do a part 2. Stay with domestic companies. Kenneth, you know something? We can do that, and I'm all for that. But if foreign companies give us the opportunity to make money, I'm not going to never tell you guys. I'm never going to tell you guys to just back up from that. Not at all. My job is to show you where the money is or where the opportunity to do so. Kenneth says, how to get into the Jockey Club. It is, go to our main website. Let me do this real quick. Go to our main website. www.VectorVest.com. Go to our main website, and from the main website, if you scroll down, you see right here where it says live chat. Take me off or move me over. There we go. You see right here where it says live chat? Click on that. You can talk to our people live by way. There's Chris. Let me talk to Chris. Chris, we are live on Midday Market. Say hi to everyone. All right, so Chris will see that, and he now knows that everybody's looking at his name. All right, he's looking at, but that's a great way if you want to contact us. If you don't want to go call us by phone, you can use the chat feature right here on our homepage. All right, you go, there it is. Chris is typing. Hello, everyone. Chris is now saying hello to everybody. So there you go. All right, now I'm done. Got to get prepared for the hot stock panel, which is coming up in an hour. You guys will get an alert for that. Please join us. Hot stocks to take advantage of rising interest rates. So make sure you show up for that, all right? I look forward to that. This video is over. Yeah, this live stream is over, Joey. Joey put me in timeout. I'm going to fight him. After this. So if Joey's not here for the hot stock panel, you'll know why. The hot stock panel doesn't start. No, I'll make it start somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how to do it all by myself, but I'll figure it out. Joey has to improve the way he posts the live events on YouTube. No. Joey does a great job on that, number one. And number two, there was no alert sent out for today's live stream. There will be an alert sent out for the hot stock panel.
Is that what he means? To improve the way?
I'm not, Lou, send me an email. GlennT@VectorVest.com in regards to that. All right. So this was the inaugural Wednesday midday market. Remember, it's going to be for the month of March. If the numbers are not good, we'll do something new to try to make sure we keep you here on Wednesdays. But if the numbers are really good, we may decide to keep it. But this is a tryout for the month of March. All right, folks, I'm done. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Till next time, see you in an hour, folks. Later.